Greetings, this is Jerry Revier with the Avaya Serviceability Engineering Team. This video will look at some of the capabilities of the Performance Statistics tool in System Platform 6.2 to analyze key components of the running template and system. This video will demonstrate how to use the Performance Statistics tool to monitor and look at historical data on key components of System Platform and the installed template. The key parameters being monitored are CPU usage, disk statistics, network I/O, and web console functions. The values are displayed graphically on the screen and can be downloaded as a comma-separated value file and displayed in a spreadsheet for more in-depth analysis. Let's take a look at what the Performance Statistics tool provides. I have logged into the web console of a system platform. From this view, you can see that the 6.2 template is a solution for the mid-size enterprise. I chose this particular platform as it is the template with the largest number of virtual machines, with a total of 9. Opening up the System Management option, and about 2/3 of the way down the list, is a link to open the Performance Statistics tool. We will look at the various options displayed in the dialog shown. The All Statistics checkbox will be discussed shortly. The other choices will allow the user to define ranges in various forms. When the date range exceeds 24 hours, a maximum checkbox appears which will present the maximum values according to the range defined. I have set the range to 5 days and will generate the report. Across the bottom of each graph is a color code that references a particular virtual machine. Looking at the CPU usage, you can see that each virtual machine is represented. Scrolling down the page, you can see the other graphs and what they represent. Looking specifically at the disk usage logical volumes, you can see the green line is approximately 60%. And looking at the key at the bottom, that shows the partition is /VSP-template. That particular logical volume is where the 12 gigabytes of the ME template is stored. The total size of that volume is 20 gigabytes. Moving down the page further is the disk usage volume group 00, which has only 2 stats shown. The red indicates the max disk size of the volume group 00, and the green indicates the free space. Volume group 00 is the total size of the 4-disk mid-size enterprise RAID array. Scrolling down the page further details additional disk statistics and other various web console stats. I have returned back to the top of the page and selected the Download CSV file link associated with the CPU usage. For brevity, I saved it to my hard disk and have opened the file. Shown across the top of the report is each of the virtual machines' average percentage of processor usage for the given measured hour. The left side of the report details hourly stats by date and hour of the day. Back in the Performance Statistics dialog, we will now look at what becomes available to us when we uncheck the All Statistics checkbox. The drop-down box appears that has all of the virtual machines listed. You can select individual machines or a combination as needed. For this example, I have selected Domain 0, CDOM, and Communication Manager, CM. I have left the date range at 5 days and have generated the report. The output only shows the 3 VMs we selected and were interested in. I am showing another variant by selecting the choice Web Console Heap. Note that only the CDOM virtual machine is available. Not all virtual machines will be present as choices to be selected in the Type drop-down box. I have now selected the Network Transmitted choice in the Type menu, which details packets transmitted on the network, and left all virtual machines selected. After generating the report, note that all the VMs except domain 0 have near 0 in the report, and domain 0 has near 600,000 bytes per second. Since domain 0 has control of the physical interface that controls the IP network, the output makes sense. At first look, however, it could be confusing. The last thing we'll look at might be used if an event happened on a given date and time. Selecting the Between radio button allows us to use a pair of calendars to select a specific date or date range. I have selected the first calendar and selected June 14th, and then applied that date. Going to the other calendar, I have selected the 15th and applied that date as well. Generating a report has returned the specific period of time, as shown. It is worth mentioning that the calendar option can also set a particular hour and minute, as well as the date for the start or stop time. Thank you for your time today. We welcome comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. For more details or related information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.